Sir, you can start and I will ask Rajivan to speak after your.
First of all, you ask Rajivan to address.
Okay. Rajivan, sir. Yes, sir. You can unmute your mic. Unmute your mic and kindly address the Zoom meeting. Yes. Your voice is breaking, sir. Your voice is breaking. Rajivan, sir. Rajivan, sir, kindly speak. Kindly address the meeting. You can speak now.
Yes. Hello.
Rajivan, sir. Rajivan, sir.
Hello.
Rajivan, sir. Rajivan, sir.
Benjamin.
Hello.
You ask our Ashok.
Yeah.
Ashok to talk about Narayana Guru.
Yes,
Ashok.
Ashok.
Yes.
Ashok ji.
Yes.
Yes.
Just you start with Narayana Guru and Ayyankali.
Yes.
Just you give a brief introduction about.
Okay. इस सबसे पहले तो दक्षिण भारत के केरल राज्य में जन्मे महात्मा अयंकाली और नारायणा गुरु को मैं श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता हूं। इस जूम मीटिंग में जुड़े साथी कुछ नॉर्थ इंडिया से भी हैं, इसलिए मैं थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ में दोनों महापुरुषों के विषय में जानकारी दे दूं। साथियों, नारायणा गुरु और महात्मा अयंकाली के जन्म में करीब 7 साल का अंतर है। नारायणा गुरु 1856 में केरला में पैदा हुए, वहीं महात्मा अयंकाली 1863 में पैदा हुए। जैसा कि आप लोगों को पता है कि इस देश में जो ब्राह्मणवादी व्यवस्था है, मनुवादी व्यवस्था है, उसका सबसे ज्यादा असर साउथ इंडिया में था और विशेषकर जो साउथ इंडिया का जो केरल और तमिलनाडु वाला हिस्सा है, वहाँ एक नंबूदरी ब्राह्मणों का एक ऐसा आतंक था। इधर नॉर्थ इंडिया में जो छुआछूत का प्रचलन था वो फिजिकल था, वहाँ जो साउथ इंडिया का सिस्टम था, वहाँ जो दलित समुदाय है उसको दिन में निकलना भी मना था, उसको देखना भी मना था। मतलब अगर आप उसको देख भी ले तो भी पाप समझा जाता था, इसलिए वो अनसीएबल जातियां कही जाती। दूसरी चीज, वहां पर जो शेड्यूल कास्ट दलित महिलाएं हैं थी, उनको कमर से ऊपर कपड़े पहनने तक का भी अधिकार नहीं। इस माहौल में केरल के अंदर 2 महापुरुष पैदा हुए, एक तो नारायणा गुरु और दूसरे महात्मा अयंकाली। नारायणा गुरु का जो पालन पोषण है वो एक धार्मिक प्रवृत्ति में हुआ था, इसलिए वो धार्मिक प्रवृत्ति के व्यक्ति थे। उनका ऐसा मानना था कि इंसान के लिए एक धर्म होना चाहिए, एक जाति होनी चाहिए, एक देश होना चाहिए। तो इस थॉट को लेकर उन्होंने लोगों को जागरूक किया और त्रावणकोर के अंदर वहां पे सार्वजनिक गलियों में दलितों को चलने की मनाही थी। तो जब 1927 के अंदर वहां त्रावणकोर में एक विस्तृत आंदोलन शुरू हुआ, तो उसमें नारायणा गुरु ने बढ़ चढ़ के भाग लिया। वहीं दूसरी ओर जिस जाति में महात्मा अयंकाली का जन्म हुआ था, वो एक तरीके से केरल के अंदर वो बधुआ दास समझी जाने वाली जात थी। बिना मजदूरी के उससे सारा काम कराया जाता था और उसके पास इतने भी राइट्स नहीं थे कि वो सार्वजनिक गलियों में चल सके। उनकी जो औरतें थी उनको कमर के ऊपर कपड़े पहनने का अधिकार नहीं था, शिक्षा का अधिकार नहीं था। तो बचपन से ही जो महात्मा अयंकाली हैं वो बचपन से ही जब खेलने जाते थे तो जो सवर्ण लड़के, विशेषकर नायर जाति वहाँ होती है केरल के अंदर, नायर जाति वहाँ एक सामंतवादी सोच की सामंती जाति है, उसने बचपन से ही उनको अपनी जाति के बच्चों के साथ खेलने की मनाही की। इस पूरे परिदृश्य में महात्मा अयंकाली बड़े हुए और जब वो बड़े हुए तो उन्होंने देखा कि हमारे समाज में, चूंकि 1835 में सार्वजनिक शिक्षा पद्धति लागू हो गई थी, लॉर्ड मैकाले ने उसको लागू किया था। इसके बावजूद भी जो साउथ की जो दलित कम्युनिटियां हैं उनमें शिक्षा का कोई प्रसार नहीं था। अगर वो शिक्षा प्राप्त करना भी चाहें, जैसे कि महाराष्ट्र में महात्मा ज्योतिबा फूले ने शिक्षा के लिए अलग जगाई, उसी तरह केरल के अंदर महात्मा अयंकाली ने शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में लोगों को जागरूक करना शुरू किया, लोगों को संगठित करना शुरू किया और यहाँ तक कि स्वयं उन्होंने शिक्षा के केंद्र खोले। तो जब उनके शिक्षा केंद्रों में दलित समुदाय के बच्चे जाना शुरू हुए तो वहाँ के जो नंबूदरी ब्राह्मण हैं, जैसे महाराष्ट्र में पेशवा ब्राह्मण जो सबसे ज्यादा छुआछूत और जातिवाद को बढ़ावा देते थे, तो इधर महाराष्ट्र में पेशवा ब्राह्मण महात्मा ज्योतिबा फूले के प्रयासों को रोकने का प्रयास कर रहे थे। उधर महात्मा अयंकाली के प्रयास को रोकने का प्रयास नंबूदरी ब्राह्मण कर रहे थे और वो नायर जातियों को आगे कर रहे थे। जब महात्मा अयंकाली ने अपने खुद के शिक्षण संस्थान खोले अपने लोगों के लिए, तो उनके शिक्षण संस्थानों को जला दिया गया, उनके ऊपर हमला किया गया। फिर भी वो उनका मोरल डाउन नहीं हुआ और वो लगातार प्रयास करते रहे और उनकी वजह से जो आज जो केरल के अंदर जो शिक्षा का स्तर है और हमारे खासकर शेड्यूल कास्ट शेड्यूल ट्राइब के अंदर जो शिक्षा का स्तर है, जो उन्होंने शिक्षा की तरफ कदम बढ़ाया, उसमें बहुत बड़ा सहयोग महात्मा अयंकाली का रहा। दूसरी चीज, जो दलित कम्युनिटी थी उसको सार्वजनिक रास्तों में चलने की मनाही थी त्रावणकोर के अंदर। तो अयंकाली ने उस टाइम में वो पहली क्रांति शुरुआत करी। उन्होंने एक बैलगाड़ी ली, 2 बैल खरीदे और बेहतरीन घंटियां बैलों के गले में बांधी और सार्वजनिक रास्ते पे निकल पड़े। जब वो सार्वजनिक रास्ते पे बैलगाड़ी पे सवार होके चले, वहां के जो नंबूदरी ब्राह्मण और नायर जाति के लोग थे उन्होंने रास्ता रोकने का प्रयास किया। वो साथ में एक धारदार हथियार भी लिए थे, तो वो हथियार निकाल के अड़ गए, बोले ये सार्वजनिक रास्तों पे चलना हमारा मानवीय अधिकार है और अगर इसको हमसे छीनने की कोशिश करोगे तो फिर उसका प्रतिकार हम जैसे तैसे तरीके से देंगे, उसके जिम्मेदार हम नहीं। तो इस तरीके साथियों नारायणा गुरु और महात्मा अयंकाली का विशेषकर, जैसे महाराष्ट्र के अंदर ज्योतिबा फूले, साहू जी महाराज और डॉक्टर B.R. अम्बेडकर का महाराष्ट्र के अंदर जो शेड्यूल कास्ट शेड्यूल ट्राइब के जो जन जागरूकता में जो योगदान है, उनकी शिक्षा में जो योगदान है, ठीक उसी तरह से केरल राज्य के अंदर नारायणा गुरु और अयंकाली ने अधिकार दिलाने के लिए, चाहे शिक्षा का अधिकार हो, चाहे सार्वजनिक रास्तों पे चलने का अधिकार हो, चाहे औरतों को कमर के ऊपर कपड़े पहनने का अधिकार हो, इसके लिए इन दो महापुरुषों ने सबसे ज्यादा प्रयास किया और अंततः हमारे लोगों को कुछ मानवीय अधिकार मिलने शुरू हुए। क्योंकि आज ये जो मीटिंग है, ये दोनों महापुरुषों का जो जन्मदिन है वो आगे पीछे ही पड़ता है, 1-2 दिन के अंतर में, इसलिए इस मीटिंग में दोनों महापुरुषों के कार्यों का अवलोकन के लिए संयुक्त एक टॉपिक रखा गया है। तो मैं समझता हूं कि अब काफी लोग जुड़ गए हैं, इसलिए मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा मिस्टर बहुजन द्रविड़ पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष मिस्टर जीवन कुमार मल्ला जी से कि कृपया वो सामने आए और विस्तार से दोनों महापुरुषों के संघर्षों के विषय में अपनी बातें विस्तार से रखें। माननीय जीवन कुमार मल्ला जी।
Oh, it is audible.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, audible.
Okay. Today,
Hello.
yes. Rajivan ji,
Yes, sir.
you unmute, you mute your
Mute your mic,
camera,
sir.
mic and camera.
Uh,
Ashok, Benjamin,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
just you unmute, na? Just you
Yes,
mute.
yes. Yes,
Just
yes, I
you
am
mute.
muting.
You mute the
okay.
Rajivan.
I'm muting, but he is unmuting. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
On the auspicious occasion of the birth anniversary of Mahatma Ayyankali and as well as Sri Narayana Guru, throughout the Kerala, especially scheduled caste people and OBCs, last 3-4 days, they are celebrating in a great grand manner. Today, a lot of people also from Kerala are not joining today because most of the people are engaging in lot of welfare activities going on in the grassroots people among the Pulaya community and as well as Ilawa community and other ST and OBC communities in Kerala. So that's what the people are not joining today. But anyway, we are recollecting and we are thinking about how to regain the legacy and the mission of Mahatma Ayyankali and as well as Narayana Guru. You know that day before yesterday was very big incident happened in Uttar Pradesh. That the Lodi community MLA, he now he is in BJP. He is that person is following the ideology of Hindutva and as well as Sanatana Dharam. But at the same time, the person, the MLA, the Lodi community MLA, he started to talk about how the Brahmins captured the whole post in India, especially the states are in the control of the whole state. The whole state means legislation, judiciary, and as well as administration and medias are controlling by the Brahminical community. So that's what he was, that OBC leader. Even though he is following the Hindutva ideology and as well as Sanatana Dharam, but his consciousness was not permitting to see the supremacy of Brahminism in BJP. So that's what yesterday he started to talk about how the Brahmins captured the administration and legislation, and they are not ready to give the political and administration and judiciary share to the OBC community. So just he started to talk about the Brahmins supremacy. So yesterday some revolt also happened. Maybe tomorrow there is a very big that rally is going to arrange by the Lodi community in Uttar Pradesh. The situation like this. So in this situation, as a person like you and me, because Narayana Guru belong to OBC community, Ayyankali belongs to scheduled caste community. But when it comes to the Kerala social concern, that Iravas were treated as unseeable community. And in Tamil Nadu also, you know that Nadar community, that people from this land, the Nadar community and the Irava communities are come under the unseeable community. The Tiruvangur Samastana, the Nambudri Brahmin, already our Ashok told about how the Nambudri community made a rule against the SC, ST, OBCs, against Sudras. Those time, the category of that Varna system was in existing. So that time, that Nambudri Brahmin declared that Ilavas were come under the unseeable community. Even though the women were not allowed to wear that blouse also. So that much oppression and atrocity did by the Nambudri Brahmins. So at the same time, when it comes to the Ayyankali, Mahatma Ayyankali, we are calling, he is a real Mahatma. Somebody is in India, they are saying that the fake Mahatmas are roaming here. We are not saying that Mahatma, the fake Mahatma, we are not proud or otherwise, we are not in position to say the fake Mahatma as a Mahatma. So the real Mahatma, according to the Bahujan Mahapurush, the great icon Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, our community people are saying he is our Mahatma. And as well as in Kerala also, the people are saying about the Ayyankali, he is a Mahatma Ayyankali. So now we come to the topic that how to regain the legacy and the mission of Narayana Guru and as well as Ayyankali. You know, Narayana Guru's movement, Sri Narayana Guru's movement is a cultural movement. Cultural movement means they openly declared that they are not Hindus. They are not ready to follow the Hindu Dharma. Narayana Guru openly declared that one God, one religion, and one caste. It was his slogan. He never accepted the Varna, and as well as he never accepted the caste-based discrimination executed by these Brahminical people through the Thiruvangur regime. He never accepted. So that's what he started, the cultural revolution movement. He was working in the region of Kerala. But Kanshiram was the first person. Kanshiram acknowledged the mission of Narayana Guru, the legacy of Narayana Guru. No other people in the world or otherwise in India not acknowledged by acknowledged our Sri Narayana Guru out of Kerala. Kanshiram was the person acknowledged the mission of Sri Narayana Guru. Even though he was born in Punjab, Rupnagar, Bunga Sahib, but he could understand about the importance of Narayana Guru legacy. So that was Kanshiram. Even Babasaheb Ambedkar also not acknowledged all the Mahapurush throughout the India. He was struggle for the social justice for the scheduled caste people. At that time, there was no time to acknowledge others' work also. But when it comes to the Kanshiramji's concern, he was the person acknowledged the Narayana Guru's mission and as well as Ayyankali's mission. So that's what this is, how to regain or reclaim or revive the mission of Kanshiram, mission of Ayyankali and legacy of Narayana Guru. So according to according to the mission of Kanshiramji, we have reclaimed the legacy of the mission of Narayana Guru through political power only. Ayyankali was fought against the Manudharam, and Narayana Guru also started his revolution against the Hindu Manudharma. How these Manudharma people ready to acknowledge, how those people ready to regain the legacy of Narayana Guru and Ayyankali. Unfortunately, most of the Narayana Guru followers, they are in the clutches of RSS and BJP. I'm very sorry to say that. Nowadays, those people are in the hands of BJP and RSS. How? Because they fail to understand the legacy and the mission of Narayana Guru and Ayyankali. Some SNDP's members are in the clutches of RSS and BJP. But BJP's ideology and RSS ideologies and even the Congress ideology also, their ideology is purely Manudharam. But this icon, both icon, Ayyankali and as well as Mahatma Ayyankali and as well as Narayana Guru, they were fought against the Hindu Manudharma. How these people, RSS people, BJP people, ready to reclaim or regain the legacy of Narayana Guru and as well as Ayyankali. So Kanshiramji's movement is the only movement. That movement is only thinking about how to regain the legacy of the Narayana Guru and Ayyankali. Because we people are working like Ayyankali. We people are thinking about the cultural, thinking about the cultural change like Narayana Guru. So that's what we are, the only people. We the people of India. We the people of India means we the Dravida and Bahujan people of India are the eligible to carry the mission of and regain the mission of, regain the legacy of Narayana Guru and as well as Ayyankali. So we are here today, we are going to recollect whether his dreams were fulfilled or not. Whether Narayana Guru's mission were fulfilled or not, we have to introspect ourselves. Today is the day, a lot of people are celebrating the Ayyankali's birthday and Narayana Guru's birthday. But this is a time because the whole India is in problem because of the BJP and RSS. Lot of unemployed problem, and the praising the races are the people are not able to fulfill their basic amenities like a petrol, diesel, and as well as kapda, and as well as day-to-day food also. Our people are very much in the poverty. So in this situation, we are thinking about how to regain the Ayyankali's movement. So we people are the only people, because some people are in the Congress and BJP. Even the Communist Party also failed to recognize or acknowledge the Ayyankali or otherwise Narayana Guru's movement, because they were ready to celebrate the Marx. They are ready to celebrate the Mao and Lenin. They are not born in India, and they are not talking about the Indians' problem. But they were talking about legacy of mission of Lenin, Mao, and Marx. But they failed to think about how these people, Narayana, how our Mahapurush like Ayyankali and as well as Narayana Guru work for the social transformation and economical liberation, and as well as the political change, the cultural change also, cultural transformation. They work for the cultural transformation also. So we need an event like this to stimulate the liberating thought which is dominant within you and to revive your inspiration. This is a time to revive our inspiration. We have to think about the legacy of Narayana Guru and Ayyankali. For centuries, we thought in the absence of gurus. The life journey of many Bahujan Dravida individuals got enlightenment, but by their own seeking. But nowadays, a lot of IAS, IPS, and very, very big designated posts are having, but they fail to seek which ideology is liberate our community. They fail to seek, even though Narayana Guru and as well as Ayyankali, they never went to any school to learn about their own history. But their consciousness liberated the clutches of the Brahminism. Now, lot of people studied a MBBS, PhD, and as well as they got a good post, but their consciousness is not, their state of mind is not ready to admit to follow the ideology of our Mahapurush. So in this event, this type of event stimulate the liberating thoughts which is dominant within you to revive our inspiration. For centuries, we taught in the absence of gurus. The life journey of many Bahujan Dravida individuals got enlightenment, their own seeking. Through their enlightenment, we people got our gurus. So we people are, Bahujan Dravida people are actually you cannot find any single Brahmins guru in this country. Nobody ready to claim that he is our guru. Even the Brahmins also not ready to say their gurus as a Kanji Sankaracharya. Yesterday, 2 days before also, JNU Vice Chancellor, told about Shiva, and as well as there was no God there was no Mahapurush emerged among the Brahmin community. So this is the situation in India. But we people got lot of gurus. Guru Ravidas, Guru Kabir, Guru Namdev, Guru Gobind Singh, Guru Nanak, Guru Arjun Dev, and as well as in West Bengal, the Namashudra movement, and in Karnataka, Lingayat movement, and Baba Ambedkar movement, Ayyankali, Mahatma Jyotiba movement, and we got Chhatrapati Sahuji Maharaja. When it comes to Tamil Nadu, Ayodhidasar Pandita, and as well as Emmanuel Sekhar, and lot of Mahapurush. Those Mahapurush, those Bahujan Dravida Mahapurush worked against the philosophy of Hindutva. They worked against the philosophy of Brahmanism. So they showed their path. They shown their path. Show our path, how to move, how to carry our mission forward to liberate our people from age-old casteism. So we all know that character of Yegalaivan. You know the Yegalaivan, na? Yegalaivan, Yegalaiv. In North India, the people says that Yegalaiv. In the history, in the absence of Guru, Yegalaivan rose to become the greatest archery player. The archery player, na? Who could defeat the Arjuna without he no guru, had no guru. But even though from his own seeking, he learned how to bow the arrow. Without guru, he learned. Then what happened to the Yegalaivan? The Brahmins were not tolerated this. Finally, Yegalaivan thump slept. Really, for someone who has a deep seeking for the truth, for them, the spark of lightning start to shine within them. Actually, that's what in Punjab, our Adidaram people also, and Guru Kabir Pandi is also always saying about Satnam, 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 Satnam. They are worrying about, they are seeking the Satnam. They are not ready to follow the lie. The cultural both, two cultural movements emerged in India. One cultural movement started against the Brahminism, was started by Narayana Guru. And another cultural movement started against the Brahminism, that was started by Guru Ravidas, Guru Nanak, Guru Gobind Singh. So the cultural movement, actually, all our Mahapurush worried about the ideology existing in our society, the Brahminism. Because ideas are shaping the society. They were worried about this idea, Brahminism ideology. So this ideology, still now, we the only people of India are talking and worrying about the equality, liberty, and as well as fraternity. There is no brotherhood among the community. Why? Why the brotherhood not happening among the community? Because unknowingly, you people are following the ideology of the casteism. So that's what the brotherhood is lost so many years. These people, Narayana Guru and Ayyankali and Manuwad Kanshiramji, conducted a lot of programs to make our people the brotherhood community. So during the golden period of Sanatana Dharam, the great Mahatma Ayyankali was born from the Shudra class. He was born among the untouchable community. I don't know if all of you know or do not know, but I want to tell one important history which I have read from the book, that the two most brutal law enforced in India. One was Peshwa Brahmin in the Pune. Just now, our Ashok also told there was a two dangerous Brahmin during the Sanadana period. The Maharashtra and the other Nambudiri Brahmins in the state of Tiruvangur in Kerala. The command given by the Peshwa Brahmins to the Shudra was to have a mug around their neck, broom at their wrist, and the bell on their hands. Shudra should carry this wherever they move. So you see, you can think about your own community. Around 200 years before, our community lived like that. How they dared in a microscope community, Brahmins, how they dared to pass the resolution and pass the law to wear our people the groom in their vest. The same command was also given by the Nambudiri Brahmins to the Sudra, that women should not hide their chest. And another command that the Sudra stood 64 feet away from the Nair community and 28 feet away from the Nambudiri Brahmins. They should not stand in front of the Brahmins and Nayars in Kerala. 64 feet away from and 128 feet away from the Nambudiri Brahmins. Sudras were called as an unseeable community and unapproachable caste. This was the situation existing in Kerala around 200 years before. During this dark age of Shudra at Kerala, Mahatma Ayyankali was born on the 28th August 1863 in an agricultural family in Perum Kuttavila, Thiruvananthapuram. He belongs to the Pulaya caste. When I read the history of Mahatma Ayyankali, I felt it was similar to that of the history of Mahatma Phule's life. Mahatma Phule faced a caste discrimination when he went the marriage ceremony of his upper caste friend's home. Just like the same, Ayyankali also faced the caste discrimination in his childhood days while playing football with his caste Hindu children. He was being beaten up by upper caste Hindus. On the same day, he vowed not to play with upper caste Hindus. That was the sankalp. He did. He decided not to play along with the upper caste Nair and Nambudiris, Brahmins. So in political also, we have to take the stand. We take the vow not to fight, not to have, or not to associate, because political is also the spiritual game for us. But these Brahmins are playing their game with a conspiracy. For that, for the Brahmins, the conspiracy, political is their conspiracy. But for us, it is a spiritual game for us. It is a spiritual and as well as truth to ensure the rights and human rights, and as well as liberty and self-respect. That's what we are in the politics. So we also take a stand like Ayyankali. We never allow a microscope community in our political party. Whether our people are ready to take this decision today, we also take the decision like a Phule. At any caste, we will not associate with the Brahminical culture, Brahminical supremacy people. We have to also take the decision. And we are not ready to play with the Brahmins. But most of the the person who is not having consciousness, they are playing in the name of politics. They are playing along with the Brahmins. So that's what last 2000 years we people are living worse than animal, because of we people fail to understand about who is enemy and who is our friend. Nowadays, you can see lot of our community people, they wanted to have a marry with the white skin Brahmin girls. You cannot find a single person in the black community revolutionary like a Martin Luther King, and as well as Obama and Nelson Mandela. You see, they were the revolutionary for the black community. They never run behind the Brahmins, that white people. They never married the white people also. But unfortunately, our scheduled caste people, the so-called Ambedkarists, are very much happy to keep the Brahmin lady as their life partner. I am in this occasion, I am telling to the so-called Ambedkarists, you have to learn from Mahatma Ayyankali. Mahatma Ayyankali, he vowed not to play with the upper caste people. But you people are wanted to have a life partner with these Brahminical people, the shameless people. The so-called Ambedkarists are doing the mistakes throughout the last 75 years. They are doing the same mistake, and they are injecting the in the name of intercaste marriage. They are insisting our upcoming generation, you also marry the white color skin lady. So this is a very dangerous to our society. That's what I'm referring the black revolutionary like Nelson Mandela, Obama, and Martin Luther King. You can find whoever revolutionary in black people. They never married any white. So in the name of Sarvajan, in the name of Constitution, you people are talking about intercaste marriage, and you are wanted to have an intercaste marriage with only Brahmins. If you want to have an intercaste marriage, you can marry with the OBC girls, or otherwise religious minorities like Sikh, Jain, or Buddhist. Why you people are choosing the Brahmin girl as their life partner? You think Ayyankali, Mahatma Ayyankali, he took oath that not to play with the upper caste Hindus. This is a lesson we have to understand in this occasion, in this auspicious occasion of the birth anniversary of Ayyankali. Even before Babasaheb Ambedkar, Mahatma Ayyankali used the formula. You people are thinking that the Babasaheb Ambedkar introduced educate, agitate, and organize. But before Babasaheb Ambedkar, Ayyankali used it, started to do the same formula: educate, agitate, and organize. This struggle was to create a casteless society. His struggle was to create a casteless society. Mahatma Ayyankali life struggle was to achieve equality, liberty, and brotherhood, justice in Indian society. Your education should be aimed at the social transformation and economical emancipation. If your education remains as an education that fulfill your stomach, it will destroy not only you, it will destroy your own community too. You can see there is no concept existing right now. The people are from whoever avail the reservation, they are not ready to pay back to their own society. They are thinking about their own stomach. They are living in the concept of I, myself. During Baba Kanshiramji period, lot of changes happened among our community. Cultural changes happened. Economical emancipation also started to happen. And social changes also happened. But now that so-called intellectuals, so-called educated employees from SCs to OBCs, they are not ready to pay back to their own society. If you get the right education, there will be a rebellious provoke within you. You people are not ready to get a right education. That's why your mind is not ready to agitate. Educate means not reading the books, not reading the daily newspaper. Cultivating the mind. Cultivating the mind is a real education. You have to think. You have to think about the society. Social education. You have to go. You have to understand about the social education, economical education, cultural education. That is a real education. BA, MBBS, engineering, law. This is not an education. A person having a PhD degree, but fail to understand about the social education means that education will not helpful to him also and for the society also. So real education, if you get the real education, so Kanshiramji started to give the real education. He was the person, educated the people to think about the society, think about the cultural, think about the education, economy. So that's what the rebellious provoke within our society. The agitate start to think about the society. That's what the people organized themselves and started the movement like a Bahujan, and they captured the power within 10 years. 84 he started, and 94 he captured the power. That was the strength of the Kanchiram formula. That was the real education Kanshiramji had given to our people. Not only education, he had given a lot of strategies how to achieve the power also. So at the time, Mahatma, at the age of 30, Mahatma Ayyankali started his awareness to the Bahujan Dravida masses through his bow chart rally, Villuvandi Yatra. Kanshiramji started a cycle yatra to spread the mission of Pule to Ambedkar mission. He promoted, he had given the awareness among Babasaheb Ambedkar, Pule and Sagu Maharaja and Narayana Guru by using the cycle, Kanshiramji. But Ayyankali, what Ayyankali did? Ayyankali, that time our people had only bow chart, Villuvandi. So through Villuvandi, through bow cart, our people started to give an awareness program, and through bow cart, he consulted the people also. He rode a bow cart against the ban on untouchables for accessing the public road and as well as public roads by the caste Hindus. To crush the chain of the chain of slavery built in the name of caste, Mahatma Ayyankali wrapped the robe around his shoulder, tied a turban, and traveled with his bow cart on the public street and the markets. Although this event refreshed the oppressed people, it annoyed the surprised the upper caste Hindus. So our people also wear the turban, bakdi, at Punjab. The same turban our Ayyankali also started to use. So he thought that turban was a symbol of self-respect. That time, Brahmins never allowed to wear the turban, the Sudra's head. But Ayyankali started to wear the turban in his head. So once again, we have to revive the turban also. The turban is like a crown. The king wearing, the king. Our Tirath Singh is also now, he is also watching our program. So he is also wearing the turban. And here Selva Singh also, Tamilian, he also recently embraced Sikhism. He also wearing the turban. The same Ayyankali also wear the turban in his head. And he started to fight against the Brahmins. He started to fight against the Brahmins by wearing the turban in his head. So we have to also rebuild or regain this culture, wearing the turban culture, to fight against this culture of Brahminism. Ayyankali held a rally at Balaramapuram, demanding the right to the untouchables. The rally was called Walk for Freedom. We have to also start the same Walk for Freedom. Around 100 years before, Ayyankali started this rally. Still now, we people are also struggling for the freedom only. Whenever these people are not ready to give the freedom to us. But Ayyankali started this yatra, Walk for Freedom. In Malayalam, I don't know, Ashok. Ashok? Walk for Freedom. Sutandra Paidal. What is in Hindi? Walk for Freedom.
सार्वजनिक रास्तों पे चलने के लिए स्वतंत्रता.
Sudandra. Okay. So, Manuwad Mahatma Ayyankali, he started the rally, Walk for Freedom. The rally was infiltrated by the upper caste Hindu gundas. Thus, the great riot broke out. The riot was known as the Chalia riots. That is a very big riots happened against the Brahminism. Hundreds of Bahujan Dravidas were injured in this riot, but they fought very bravely under the leadership of Mahatma Ayyankali and won the fundamental rights. As the scheduled caste students were not allowed to enter into school, Mahatma Ayyankali encouraged the Pulaya farmers to go on the strike and declare, if our kids are not allowed to enter your school, your paddy will grow mere weeds. This was the first strike of the working class in Kerala. The strike was against the feudalist community like Nayar and Nambudri. Conducted by Mahatma Ayyankali. After the long struggle of Mahatma Ayyankali with the working class people, on March 1910, the Thiruvangor government ordered the Pulaya children to admitted in all schools with the Pulaya children have access it. In 1910, when Babasaheb Ambedkar at the age of 18, our people got a right to education. In 1910, because of Pulaya, because of Mahatma Ayyankali's struggle, the untouchables got the right to education. Even Yelava children also got education because of Mahatma Ayyankali's struggle. Then you think before Babasaheb Ambedkar started his agitation, Ayyankali's struggle was more important. But people are not ready to talk and acknowledge Ayyankali's sacrifice. So inspired by Sri Narayana Guru, a social reformer from Yelava caste, Ayyankali started Sadhu Jana Paribalan Sangam, which later raised a fund to start their own school. How you can think about in Kerala, in Tamil Nadu, before Babasaheb Ambedkar, in Kerala, before Babasaheb Ambedkar came into the existence of social reform and social justice, this movement, Ayyankali movement and Narayana Guru movement, made a very big change among our society. In 1960, he established Thiyangara Pulayu School. Babasaheb Ambedkar had given a memorandum to the Southborough Committee in 1919 about right to education and as well as administration for a grant right to education. Southborough Committee, he had given the memorandum. But you can see in 1916, our Ayyankali started the school, Thiyangara Pulayu School. Hundreds of offices of the Sadhu Jana Parivaran Sangam were turned into schools. He removed the subcaste contradiction. We people are, we can also think about this also. Nowadays, this BJP and RSS sharpening the subcaste issues. They are not ready to have a brotherhood within the scheduled caste community, within the OBC community. The Chamas are not ready to accept the Valmiki, and Valmikis are not ready to accept the Chamar, and Paswan is not ready to accept. But that is also existing in our community. But Kanshiramji removed the subcaste contradiction. Kansiram was the first person started. Politically, he wanted to finish this subcaste contradiction. He brought more than 600 castes under one umbrella. The same our Mahatma Ayyankali also did 100 years before. He removed the subcaste. Mahatma Ayyankali removed the subcaste contradiction that existing among the scheduled caste in Kerala, united them to travel under one umbrella. Moreover, he was the pioneer in empowering the Bahujan Dravida in educationally, socially, and also he fought to politicize the Bahujan Dravida masses. In 1912, Ayyankali was nominated as a member. This is a main important point. He's fought to reclaim the power. That is the mission of Ayyankali. He was nominated as a member of Shri Mulam Popular Assembly, a position he held till his death. Up to his death, he was a member of that assembly. Mahatma Ayyankali was the first scheduled caste person to be nominated to the legislature in the colonial India. The people are thinking that we people never entered into the parliament or assembly. You can see in 1912, he was a member of the assembly. In the assembly, Ayyankali constantly raised the problems being encountered by Pulaya children in acquiring education, poor representation of Bahujan Dravidians in job, unemployment, and land for Bahujan Dravida communities. That forced the government to sit up and they take notice. And in 1914, an order was issued stipulating strike adherence to the education policy. In 1914, you can think, in 1914, the policy made in the assembly with the long and continuous struggle of Mahatma Ayyankali. Mahatma Ayyankali passed away on 18th June 1941. But his immense struggle of the history did not reach at the national level. Actually, we the people of Bahujan Dravida Party, we have to carry out, we have to spread the message of Ayyankali throughout the country. Because we failed because Kanchiram was the first person acknowledged all the Mahapurush sacrifice and their struggle. But we the people of Bahujan Dravida, we also started to preach the importance and the values and the mission of the Mahatma like Ayyankali and Narayana. If the Mahatma Ayyankali had not been struggled for the social change, the situation of the Bahujan Dravida in Kerala would have been much worse. Because our people nowadays, Pulaya people are scheduled caste people are very, they ensured some respect, some self-respect. And they got some social justice because it happened because of Mahatma Ayyankali showed the seed of struggle to our society. Some social group leaders who worked on the basis of Ayyankali have become stooges of the Brahminical forces and also uphold the policy which was against the Ayyankali policy. The real Kanchiramist, those people are only the person who talks about the stooges, the chamchas, the traitors, betrayer. Real Kanchiramists are talking about the chamchas, Gadar. No other people having a guts to talk about the chamchas and the Gadas. No other movement people. Because in Maharashtra also, lot of Ambedkarists, they are saying the Jai Bhim. Whoever they meet, they are saying the Jai Bhim. And they are associating with the Monkey Sena, Ram Sena, and Shiva Sena, and Donkey Sena. Lot of Senas are there. One side they are raising the slogan like a Jai Bhim, Jai Bhim. And other side they are following the path of the Manu. And they are associating with the Monkey Sena and Donkey Senas. So Kanchiramji followers are the true followers. those people are having a guts. Those people are having the only people talking against these chamchas, and they know. Kanchiramists are real Kanchiramists know who are Shujas, who are the real follower of Babasaheb Ambedkar and Kanchiram and Periyar. Those people are very much shrewd than the Ambedkarists. Nowadays, a lot of chamchas are emerging among our communities for their petty gains, for the petty jobs. They are licking the boot of the upper caste people. Yesterday also you have watched that some BJP scheduled caste MP went to go to touch the Brahmin's feet. The Brahmin guru never allowed to touch his feet, even though they are very shameless people. Why they are going to bow under the feet of the Brahmins? They went to the Brahmin's guru and they wanted to touch the feet, but the Brahmin never given his feet. But even though these people are running behind the Brahminical culture, means the problem is not with the Brahmins. Some extent, we people are also doing some mistakes. Not some extent, most of the people their mind is not very clear. They are following the fake truth. That's what Lord Buddha was saying. Fake truth is more danger than lie. Even though if you follow the Manu, there is not a problem. In the name of truth, you people are following the fake truth. That is a more danger than the lie. But the true follower of Ayyankali have been continuously fighting for the biggest goal of equality, liberty, and fraternity. Such a people are the ones sitting in the Zoom meeting today. Even the numbers are very less, but we are the true people. We are the people fighting for the liberty and equality and justice and fraternity. Such a people here sitting, and we are discussing about how to revive the legacy of Mahatma, Ayyankali and Narayana. On this historical day, I would like to invite you to join the Bahujan Dravida Party to fulfill the dreams of Mahatma Ayyankali. Kanchiramji movement is the only movement to fulfill the mission of the Ayyankali and Narayana. If you go and ask during the Kanchiram period, wherever he went, Kanchiram, he was talking about Narayana Guru's mission. But nowadays, the Sarvajan people, they don't know about what Narayana Guru's mission. So political power is the only master key. Because today we are discussing about how to regain the legacy and the mission of Ayyankali and Narayana Guru. How we can regain? We have regained the mission of Ayyankali and Narayana Guru through political power. Because political power is the only master key. Kanchiramji was saying like that. It is the only master key. Through political relation, we have to strengthen the political relationship among the SC, ST, OBC and all the non-Brahmins. Around 90% non-Brahmins are here. They are thinking about, they want to come out of the clutches of the Brahminical people. This is a time to have a consolidate, have a brotherhood relationship with, political relationship with all the damn non-Brahmin community under one umbrella. If the political relationship happen, automatically there is no problem for social relationship. Automatically the social relationship also happen. So in this occasion, in this Zoom meeting, whoever sitting here, we will think about how to revive the Kanchiramji movement. If you revive the Kanchiramji movement, automatically the Ayyankali's mission, legacy and mission also be easy to reclaim also. Now we have to think about how to revive this movement once again to the same path. So Bahujan Dravida Party is working throughout the country to revive the Kanchiramji movement. Why we are going to revive the Kanchiramji movement? If we revive the Kanchiramji movement, automatically we can regain the movement like Adidharam, Namashudra movement, Ayyankali movement, Lord Buddha movement, Sikh movement, Islam movement, Christian movement. Because all the movements are talking about the equality, liberty, fraternity, except Hindu Manudharma, Hindutva. So all the movement lies in talking about the truth. So if we revive the Kanchiramji movement, automatically we can easily regain all the legacy, Bahujan Dravida Mahapurusha legacy and the mission very easily. So that's what Bahujan Dravida Party is working throughout the country to revive the Kanchiramji movement. Yesterday also, I went to Andhra Pradesh and I started the movement there also, Kanchiramji movement. Lot of people are waiting for the Messiah. Some Messiah will come and save us. Our people are thinking like that. Through this Zoom meeting, I am telling to all the people, you are the Messiah for our Bahujan Dravida community. You are the real Messiah. Because lot of Messiahs are necessary. Around 140 crore people are living in India. You imagine 140 crore people means we need a lot of leaders throughout the country to regain the legacy of Kanchiram and Kanchiramji mission. So that's what coming 17th September, we are going to arrange a very big leaders conference. That's what we invited lot of Kanchiramists throughout the country to participate the Kanchiramist meet 2022. It would be held at Constitution Club of India, opposite the Parliament. So through the Zoom meeting, I would like to invite you to participate in this historical event on 17th, the birth anniversary of Periyar. We are all the Kanchiramists throughout the country. We are going to assemble there. In this occasion, we also, on the party, on behalf of BDP, I invite to participate. If you are leader, if you feel that you are a leader, we are not calling any dealers because a lot of dealers are there. But we are through this Zoom, we are calling the leaders to participate in the meeting. In these words, I conclude my speech. If any questions, if you want to raise, I'm ready to give the answer for you. So thank you very much. And we have to think about revive and the Kanchiramji movement in this occasion. Thank you to everybody. And the BDP, the BBC had given a very big responsibility and as well as a very opportunity to talk in front of you. Thank you. Jai Kanchiram, Jai Periyar, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, sir. So now I request Rajivan to conclude the speech in between. If anyone have any doubts to ask.
Your voice is not clear.
So dear participants, if you have any doubt to ask to Jivan sir, you can ask in this time. If not, I request Rajivan to conclude the speech with a vote of thanks. Rajivan? Okay, then, dear participants, thanks for participating in this remarkable Zoom meeting on the birthday of Ayyankali. So I thank everyone, and this live is on our YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe our BBCi Media, like and share to all the friends to whom you are related with the Kanjira movement. So
And
on September 17th, uh, from Bahujan Party, uh, we have a Dravida Day celebration in New Delhi. So from this Zoom meeting, as BBCi Media head, I request all the participants to get participate in the Dravida Day at September 17th on New Delhi. So thank you
here,
all.
Mr. Salgan is here.
Yes, yes.
The
Salman sir,
Delhi,
yes, yes. Delhi,
Delhi,
Punjab,
Delhi, Andhra Pradesh, Delhi, Himachal, and Punjab president
yes,
coordinator.
yes.
He is
Salgan
also.
sir,
If you want to give a felicitation,
Salman sir.
Mr. Salganji. And another Krishnakuti is also here.
Yes, Krishna sir is also there.
In Kerala, Mr. Krishnakuti is also here.
Yes,
Also
sir.
inviting him.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Salgan si. Yes, yes. You can carry on. Yeah, you can give your facilitation.
I am very thankful with the concluding speech of Jeevan Mallaji. So I don't want to speak at the moment. We will speak on 17th of September. And I am very thankful, Jeevanji, and all the participants. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. So,
Sir,
yes. Krishnakuti have left because of due to some
Krishnakuti is
network
here.
issue. Our Kerala State President couldn't connect on the Zoom meeting because of some network issue. So, do anyone need to ask any questions? You can ask, or any suggestions, anything. Okay. From BBCi Media, once again, I like to invite you on September 17th at New Delhi for Dravida Day celebration. So I give you a warm greeting from BBCi Media to attend the Dravida Day function at Delhi. So our Zoom live is going on. It's been shared in the chat. So do kindly like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel so that the movement can reach throughout the nation. So the Kanjiram ideology can be varnished throughout the nation. So I greet all the participants, the speaker, and BDP National President Jeevan Kumar sir, who gave the real speech on the birthday of Ayyankali. So thank you, sir. So thank you, everyone. So we'll see you in the other Zoom meeting.
Pata podu, pata podu.
Yes, yes. Thank you. One second.
വരുவது കാണടാ പോർവിളി ഇത് കേൾക്കടാ പടകൂട്ടി പാഞ്ഞെത്തും വില്ലുവണ്ടി കാണടാ വരുவது കാണടാ പോർവിളി ഇത് കേൾക്കടാ പടകൂട്ടി പാഞ്ഞെത്തും വില്ലുവണ്ടി കാണടാ മണികെട്ടിയ കാളകൾ തീ പോലെ പായണ് നടവഴി കൊള്ളണ് ആ വരവൊന്നു കാണടാ പുതുചരിതം പൂക്കള് ചേരിന്റെ ചൂടേറ്റു മലയാളം കത്തണ് നടക്കുവാൻ പെണ്ണിന് നവതില്ലാതെ കഴിഞ്ഞൊരു നാട്ടില് തുണി കൊണ്ടെന്ന് മാനം മറച്ചതും കല്ലുമാലക്കമ്മൽ പൊട്ടിച്ചെറിഞ്ഞതും അവഴി ഇവഴി എവഴിയെല്ലാം നെഞ്ചു വീഴ്ചു നടക്കുവാൻ കാരണം ആരാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ പഠിച്ചാല് കാതില് ഈയം ഉരുക്കി ഒഴിക്കണ കാലത്ത് പഞ്ചമി പെണ്ണിന്റെ കയ്യും പിടിച്ചെടുത്തു പള്ളി കൂടത്തി മുറ്റത്ത് തമ്പ്രാന്റെ ചങ്ക് ചവിട്ടി തകർത്ത് കയറിയിരുന്നതും വെല്ലുവിളിച്ചതും ആരാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ അക്ഷരമില്ലാതിരുന്ന തലമുറയ്ക്ക് അക്ഷരം ചൊല്ലി പഠിപ്പിക്കുന്ന ആൾ വരെ തമ്പ്രാന്റെ പാടത്ത് മുട്ടിപ്പുല്ലുകാട് മുട്ടി മുളച്ച് തരിശു കിടന്നതു പട്ടിണി വെട്ടത്തിൽ മുണ്ടു മുറുക്കി ഉടുത്തിട്ട അവകാശം ചൊല്ലി പറഞ്ഞു പിടിച്ചു വാങ്ങിച്ചവനാരാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ എണ്ണക്കറുപ്പും കരുത്തും കൊരുത്തോരേറെയുയർന്ന തലപ്പൊക്കവും നെറ്റുതടത്തിലായി ചന്ദന പൊട്ടുന്നു നക്ഷത്ര ശോഭയും തേടുന്നു പുഞ്ചിരി തഞ്ചുന്ന ചുണ്ടിണ മേളയെ വീരം പിരിച്ചങ്ങ് വെച്ചൊരു കൊമ്പുള്ളൊരാരാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ വരുவது കാണടാ പോർവിളി ഇത് കേൾക്കടാ പടകൂട്ടി പാഞ്ഞെത്തും വില്ലുവണ്ടി കാണടാ മണികെട്ടിയ കാളകൾ തീ പോലെ പായണ് നടവഴി പൊള്ളണ് ആ വരവൊന്നു കാണടാ ടിക്കറ്റും പൊട്ടന് പുതുചരിതം പൂക്കണ് ചേരിന്റെ ചൂടേറ്റു മലയാളം കത്തണ് കളിയാണ്ടാ അയ്യൻ കളിയാണ്ടാ 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 കളിയാണ്ടാ
Hello. Jeevan sir. Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Is there anything else to discuss?
So speaker have left the meeting because he gave the meeting. He got some other meeting, so he left the meeting.
Okay, sir. Leave. Maybe.